So, we are actually expected to believe that a grown man. Geppetto felt so lonely that he decided to strike up a conversation with a piece of firewood instead of, perhaps, finding a hobby. Welcome to the logic of the forest. Geppetto carves a puppet, and through some questionable magic, the wooden boy comes to life. He names him Pinocchio. Naturally, the first thing this miracle of engineering does is flee the house. Because when you are a sentient log with no joints or internal organs, running away from your only source of maintenance is a brilliant career move. Pinocchio meets a cricket who tries to offer some wisdom. Pinocchio responds by accidentally crushing him, a great start for our hero. Eventually, the boy decides he wants to be real, which apparently involves skipping school to join a puppet show. He gets kidnapped, because of course he does. Then we have the nose. Every time he tells a lie, his face grows a structural hazard. It is a remarkably inefficient biological tracking system. If I were Pinocchio, I would simply stop talking, but he prefers to lie until he can barely turn his head without hitting a wall. Classic. He then follows a charming stranger to an island where boys turn into donkeys. It is a very subtle metaphor for the education system, I suppose. After growing ears and realizing that manual labor is difficult, he ends up in the stomach of a giant shark. Fortunately, Geppetto is also there, having lived in a fish's digestive tract for quite some time. Don't ask about the hygiene. They sneeze their way out, and Pinocchio finally performs one selfless act. The blue fairy appears and turns him into a real boy. Because being a fragile creature of flesh and bone is somehow an upgrade over being an immortal, indestructible piece of mahogany. The moral is simple. If you are made of wood, do not talk to strangers. Avoid sea monsters. And for the love of God, stay away from termites. It is a tough world out there for a decorative lawn ornament. See you in the next chapter of Bitter Fables TV.